What's up, guys? Boy PattyTrills, aka Young Johnny Bravo, aka I guess Young Sasuke right now because my hair's a little darker. Bringing you the draft analysis of the WBE. I am PattyTrills, otherwise known as the coach of the Sin City Scizors. I was in season 2 and I had to take over for Crimson Seabad when he left the league during that time. So that's, I don't know if you guys watch any of those battles, but hi, I'm back. I'm returning. Obviously, it's bigger and better than ever. And so I'm just gonna kind of go down my draft analysis. I was a pick 2. I was pick 2 in the draft, but it was snake format, so I was pick 2. Then I had to wait 26 picks, and then another 26 picks for it was me again. Then I got 2 picks kind of back to back. Ultimately, that's how my draft went. I still think I drafted a pretty good team. And I'm going to just kind of break it all down, explain why I think I have a good team, explain the benefits, the pluses, and, you know, whatnot for everything. So, we'll just fucking jump into it. If you guys are excited, smash the like button. Really appreciate it. Check out the links in the description down below. Twitch merchandise. If you're into that, you know, if you want to buy your own Sin City merch, you know, there is a link down there as well. Anyways, with the round 1 pick, well, round 1 pick 2, with the round 1 second pick in the draft, I go for Landorus T. So the reason why I did Landorus T was because, well, it's fucking Landorus T. We'll just start off with that. It's Landorus T, so it's really easy to build a team around it. I was worried that we were gonna get sniped kind of early in this draft because there's so many teams going on. So I was like, I'm gonna pick a mon that you can literally slap on any team and it's still good. So I was like, with pick number 2, because I think pick number 1 was Tapu Koko, which was Patters who took that. I was like, I'm gonna just go Lando T. I did think about Zygarde 50% as well, because Zygarde 50% is also disgusting, but I just think versatility wise, Lando T is better. Obviously, it hits super hard. It has Intimidate. You can Scarf. You can Rocky Helmet. You can get Stealth Rocks up. You can Swords Dance. You can, you know, it gets Knockoff, U-Turn, EQ, Stone Edge, HP Ice if you're going against other Lando T's on the Showdown format. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just a really good mon. It's a decent speed, which I think is a base 91. So, you know, even if you're doing like defensive Lando, that's a pretty decently fast. So yeah, I just go Lando T. So that's why I picked him, because it's like one of the easiest mons to slap on it. Like any team can be slapped on a Lando T and it's already better. So that's why I went with Lando T. So for round 2, with round 2 pick, I want to say 55, because sorry, my cat was trying to come up here. With round 2 pick 55, I thought I'd get my Mega out of the way because a lot of Megas are going up at this time, and so I was thinking I should probably get a super hyper offensive Mega and not go for like defensive. Like I didn't want Mega Aggron. Mega Blastoise did seem good because I really like Mega Blastoise. Mega Venusaur did get picked up, so that's, if I was gonna go the defensive route, that probably would have been my main option, Mega Venusaur. Because like the thick fat with Lando T, it's a nice little core. So I go with Mega Zam because obviously Alakazam slaps with Magic Guard, so switching in for free is always good. Well, until you Mega Evolve, obviously. And then Mega Zam just base 150 speed. You just can't beat that. It's so good. It outspeeds certain Scarfers. Like, I think you outspeed base 80 Scarfers still with a 150 speed. And that's just really good, you know. You just can't beat that, you know. It's you either tie with basics. Base 80, like Jolly, let's say Mammo's at 145 at level 50, you scarf that becomes, you add, was that 73 to that, so you go to yeah, you still outspeed. So anyways, but yeah, so he's super hyper offensive, so you can run, he even gets knockoff if you want to do that for like just for more utility. But yeah, you know, you get Psyshock, Psychic, you get, you know, T-Wave, you get Substitute, you get, you know, Calm Mind, you get, you know, you trace up people's abilities. You know, I've used that in my advantage where I've traced like a Flash Fire from, you know, a Heatran, or I traced like a Water Absorb or a Storm Drain from someone to upgrade, or Sheer Force from like Nidos or anything like that, you know. It's just really good. Alakazam's just the reason why it's an OU. It just hits really ridiculously hard, and it's super fast. So a lot of people are forced to become Scarf to outspeed it. There's not a lot of things that do outspeed it naturally. So it just hits different. So that's why I went with Megazam for round 2. So for round 3, now that I had my hyper offense with Alakazam and Lando with like a physical special hyper offense, I thought about getting some hazards. So I want to get some hazards going up, and want to get a really good steel type, and grass type's usually defensive, so I went with Ferrothorn here. Ferrothorn for my round 3 pick 58. So with Ferrothorn, it sets up rocks, it sets up spikes, you can leech seed, you get T-Wave, you could taunt, I believe. No, I believe you don't want to taunt Pharaoh, but I don't think Pharaoh gets taunt. But I know you can T-Wave, you can spikes, you can leech seed, you can stealth rock, you can power up if you want to be a little offensive. You obviously like Iron Barb's Rocky Helmet's really good for physical attackers, and you know, as long as it's not a stab fire type move, you can almost like live most of them, like HP fires and stuff like that. Like as long as it's not stab, and as long as this person's special attack isn't super high, and you're healthy, you should live an HP fire still anyways, especially if you run like Spadef builds or anything like that. So but Ferrothorn's really good, super defensive. It can wall a lot of things, and it can be offensive if you want it to be, just to pick up kills. But yeah, mostly just for hazard stacking is why I wanted it. And plus steel types are really good. So yeah, I just wanted to stack those hazards, put some pressure on some of the opponent's mons to make their pickups a little bit easier for like Lando and Alakazam. Because obviously like there's some mons that can live a move, but if they come in on hazards like rocks and 3 layers of spikes, that roll is now in my favor to kill or anything like, you know. It helps secure kills, and that's why I wanted Ferrothorn. So round 4, pick, I want to say 111. I was looking for a fire type, and a lot of the fire types are going. I was really looking forward to try to get like Infernape or like an Arcanine, or possibly who else was there? It was like Infernape, Arcanine, and then like Victini already went. Well, this is tier 3, so I mean, like I think in tier 3 I was trying to go Arcanine, something like that. But we got gypped, we got sniped a little bit, so I went with Incineroar because obviously Incineroar has Intimidate, and Incineroar has really good coverage, has priority with like Fake Out and stuff like that, and it has a really good move pool, and it's not horribly slow. Like a base 60 is like whatever, but for it being mostly like a physically defensive wall for the most part, we'll work with that because obviously that's faster than most walls as it is. But yeah, I just wanted to get Incineroar. It's a fire type on top of that, so well, it's a fire dark, which is like hyper offense, and it does have a nice attack stat, but having the dual Intimidate with Lando and Incineroar helps. As long as there's no Defiant Mons or anything like that coming around. I think it's really good with like breaking a lot of hyper offense down. So that's why I wanted Incineroar. I don't really remember Incineroar's move pool off the top of my head, but I think definitely going to, because I know it's really popular in VGC, and I remember most of it when it was in there. But yeah, so I thought I'd pick Incineroar to get a fire type now before there was no fire types, and I'm left with like a fucking Heatmor or something, or I'm left with like a Pignite, you know, like or a Combuskin or something. So I was like, I want to get a good fire type out now, and so that's what I went with. So I had Incineroar for round 4, pick 111. Round 5, pick 114, because like I said, kind of back to back. I go a Seismitoad because I wanted a water type, and I didn't want I wanted immunity, so I got the electric immunity with ground. And obviously I know, looking at this, we have 3 mons who are weak to ×4 of something. Like Lando is ×4 weak to ice, Ferrothorn is ×4 weak to fire, and the Seismitoad is ×4 weak to grass. The good thing is each one that they're weak to, the other one ultimately resists. So Lando's 4 times weak to ice. That's neutral to Ferrothorn and Seismitoad. Seismitoad is times 4 weak to grass. Ferrothorn resists that. Landorus is neutral to that. And then Ferrothorn's times 4 weak to fire. Landorus, I believe, is resistant to that. No, I don't think so. Seismitoad is though. So it's like they all counter their own times 4 weakness. So like that little synergy right there is fine. And also Seismitoad is super thick. It can get up rocks. It can be physically offensive. It can be specially offensive. It's not that slow, so you can speed crypt outspeed a decent amount of things. And it's super bulky. You can toxic. You can, you have water absorb to get yourself that water immunity. So Incineroar can be okay. Landorus can be okay. You can counter a lot of water walls, like let's say Suicune or like Vaporeon, or you can counter that so they don't get their scalds off or anything like that. It's really good. It's not super offensive, but it can be. So as long as like I said, this hazards up, Seismitoad could actually probably pick up some kills, or just be a really good utility, or just a thick wall. Because I think it's like a base 114 HP or something like that, and it has pretty okay defenses. So like it could definitely eat some hits for us and dish some damage out. So I was really happy to get Seismitoad. It's a good water type, and also puts up rocks, so I don't have to like land it always on my Ferrothorn or always on my Landorus. I have another rock setter, which is really good. So with round 6 pick, I want to say 167. God, see how far that difference is. 114 to 167. Like that, you get sniped so many times doing this. So I go Rabombi because I need a fairy type. And Rabombi was probably one of the only really good fairy types left. I didn't want to really go Granbull because Granbull is kind of one-dimensional. I mean, so is Rabombi, but at least Rabombi's fast. I need some speed because like Seismitoad and Incineroar and Ferrothorn are all kind of slow. Landos T's okay with speed. Obviously, Mega Zam's the best one, but so I go Rabombi. Really good with speed. I think it's like a 123 speed, so it's really good. Outspeeds a lot of things, like Talonflame outspeeds, I believe, Greninja. And it gets webs. Sticky webs is really good, especially for mods like Incineroar and Landorus T. Seismitoad appreciate sticky webs. I'm assuming, like even if like Landorus Scarfed, it would appreciate sticky webs against other Scarfers. And it gets Quiver Dance. Has hyper. It has good special attack with it gets Psychic, Moonblast, Bug Buzz. You can set up webs. It's a good mod. It's fast. It's not super bulky, but it's good for speed control, and it's good maybe get Last Ditch, like if you're about to go down, Last Ditch webs up or something like that to just help out your overall team. So I got it mostly for utility, so the webs would help me out, but it does have its own offensive capabilities. But when I was thinking at the time, I mostly wanted it just for speed control on my team, because I have a couple more mods that would really appreciate the speed. So with that, we go round 7 pick, I would say like 170. Yeah, round 7 pick 170. I go Druddigon. You guys know I love Druddigon, easily one of my favorite dragon types. I know, but people will be like, it looks like a Lego and yada yada yada. I don't care, he looks great. And Druddigon is super good defensively. Dude eats hits for days on either side, whatever side you want him to have. He can have Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, so you can stop like a lot of, physical hyper offense. Like I remember one time I brought this against a Mega Metacham, and I knew it was gonna fake out, so I switched it in. Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin, fake out. Then he ice punched me, and I was defensive, and I lived, and then I was able to attack again. And it's just like, buddy. Dude just eats hits for days. Also, you have Sheer Force, so you can be hyper offense because he has a great move pool. Gong Shot, he's got like Sucker Punch, he's got Outrage, he's got all the elemental punches, he's got such good coverage. It's just his only thing is slow. Like if this dude was slightly faster, like if he was like a base 70 speed, he'd probably be in a higher tier. He'd probably be UU. But the fact that he's a 45 speed kind of ruins him. So it's like, but that's why I have the sticky webs with Rabombi, and I could possibly move on. Like an offensive, maybe speedy Dredagon if I want to bring that heat. But no, I needed the dragon type, and obviously I went a little far without him, and I didn't want to drop another like 180 points for like a Lottie or like a Garchomp or like a Komodo or something like that. So I went Dredagon because it hits as hard as those mons, but it's just not as fast. But it doesn't have any times for weakness because it's just pure dragon. So only dragon, ice, and fairy you have to worry about. Which, I mean, it's only ×2 on top of that, and he's naturally bulky, so I'm not really too worried of him getting completely O-code, especially if I'm running like Spadef or Fizdef on it. So that was my round 7 pick for Dredagon. So we're gonna go round 8. With round 8 pick 223. We go 170 to 223. And I go Golbat because I needed another defogger, because I didn't want Lando T to have all the responsibilities of defogging, even though my team isn't really too like badly hurt by defog. I mean, not by defog, by like rocks. So like rocks, the only ones that really like hate it would be Incineroar, Rabombi, and now Golbat. Everything else takes it pretty okay. You know, like Zam has Magic Guard, so I don't have to worry about that until I Mega Evolve. Lando T resists a little bit, so it's going to take a little bit. Ferrothorn resists it. Seismitoad resists it. So it's like, I don't get affected too much. And obviously, spikes are a thing. So, and toxic spikes are a thing, so it'd be good to, like, get rid of those and everything without making Lando T solely my only defogger, because he was the only hazard remover that I had at the time. So Golbat's really good. It's really fat. You can run a Violite on it. It's decently fast as a base 90 speed. So even for defoggers, even though in Gen 7 everyone got defog, decently fast. Obviously it's not like Crobat, but you know, Golbat is also very good. And you can be hyper offensive, not hyper offensive, but you can be offensive with Golbat if you wanted to, even with the Violite. With like Brave Bird, you know, you run special because it gets nasty plot, I'm pretty sure. Unless that's just Crobat gets nasty plot. I don't know if it's one of those evolutions where only learns when it's evolved. But yeah, I got it solely mostly just because I wanted another defogger, and I just didn't want Lando to waste like a 4th move for that, you know. So we got Golbat for pick 8. So now for round 9 of pick 226, we go Raichu for my tier 5. The reason I wanted Raichu was because there wasn't that many electric types left over. Like, I think there was like Electivire, I think there was like Manectric, I think there was like, there wasn't really much, and I didn't have an electric type. Even though electric types aren't like needed in draft formats, it's just good to have because it's nice to have Volt Switch, and also it's good speed tier. Because as you can tell, my team is still kind of slow. Alakazam, Raichu, like Rabombi are the only mons I have that go above base 100. And after that, Lando, Golbat are in the 90s, and everything below that is like 70, like 7 and below. So I needed it for a little bit more speed because you can Scarf Raichu. It gives doesn't get Volt Absorb, but it gets Lightning Rod, I believe. So that's really good because you can use it for the electric community. Even though my only mons that are really weak to electric are like Rabombi, not Rabombi, be Golbat, and well, that's it. But you know, it's good because you know they might want to Volt Switch or something like that, so you can bring it in, Lightning Rod it, take it, then you can also swing back because Raichu has a base 90, a special attack and attack, so you can run mix. I know it gets like knockoffs. You can use Volt Switch, you can use Thunderbolt, you can use Signal Beam, you can use pretty sure it gets the elemental punches as well for some reason. With all it has is chocolate nubs, so it's really good. It's good for speed tiering, and also because it's good for pivoting as well, so that's why I wanted to get it. I know it was pretty late, so I had to grab something before there's no more electric types. So the last pick for me, pick 279, I go Primate. So the reason why I go Primate was because A, I needed a fighting type, and the only fighting types that were left that were in my points range, even though I got sniped because I wanted to pick up Lucario, but then I forgot who picked up Lucario. It was someone picked up Lucario, and there wasn't any good fighting mod. Like, there was Breloom. Breloom was good there, and I could afford Breloom, but no, I think Breloom got sniped too. So I think I was left with Primate, Hariyama, Beware, and Girder. And Girder's fine because it's like a wannabe conch, but you need a Violite every time. And Hariyama's okay, has decent priority and stuff, but it's super like spongy. And then Beware is really good, but obviously the fire weakness adds on to Fairthorn, and and it's just not as fast. I went Primate because it pivots with U-turn. You get priority with like Bullet Punch. It gets all the elemental punches. It gets good coverage with like Gunk Shot. You get obviously you get close combat, and the most thing was probably Defiant. Because I wanted to use it possibly on people that have like Intimidators, so if they want to intimidate on me, I could do that. Or if they have Defoggers, because if they defog and I send out Primate, or if Primate's already out and they defog, I get the +1 on that. Or is it +2? I get the attack boost anyways. I forget which how much it goes up, but I do get the attack boost, so it's really good because then I could swing hard, and it's a base 95 speed, so it's not insanely fast, but it's faster than the most, so it helps with my speed tiering on my team as it is. So I was happy with it. I'm cool with it. It does hit decently hard, and it can pick up kills, especially if there's hazards on the field, like if Fairthorn and everyone else sets up their spikes and stealth rocks. He can pick up kills late game. If we just have to like scarf him into close combat, then to pick up kills, and so be it. But yeah, so that's my team. Let me know what you guys think. Let me guys know if I have a good team or not. I'm pretty happy with this team. I think there's good synergy. I think there's a lot going on. I think I have a pretty decent shot at winning most of my games. I feel pretty confident with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know if you think how far I'll get. If you think I'll play 500, do you think I'll go below 500? Do you think I'm gonna win it all? Do you think I'll maybe touch playoffs? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite mon is and stuff like that on my team. And like I said, if you want to buy merchandise, I have the logo. Appreciate the link in the description down below. With that being said, definitely check out links in the description down below towards Twitch merchandise. And if you're into that, I'm gonna get the fuck out of you guys. I'm PattyTrills. I'm out. Oh, you go.